Top-flight netballers are finally back on court. The country's top players have just completed their first week back training after a 2-month layoff due to the pandemic and are now preparing for a resumption of the ANZ Premiership, which managed to get just one round in before lockdown. The competition will resume on June 19th, with all games being played at the one venue in Auckland and no crowds. That means sides will have to fly in and out of Auckland on charter flights for their games over the next 10 weeks of competition. Silver Fern and captain of the defending champions, the Pulse, Katrina Rore, told sports editor Stephen Hewson it's all going to take some getting used to.
Yeah, it has been bizarre, especially being at home and training by yourself. It was fine, but you definitely had days where you just didn't want to train by yourself and things like that. But, you know, back in here, you can wake up in the morning, you turn up somewhere and there's going to be 10 other people there ready to go and train with you and really help you and motivate you, which has been nice.
Were you well set up at home, gym-wise and things, or how did that pan out?
Yeah, I was very fortunate. My husband had some stuff from his gym and then I got some stuff from our gym as well. So we had a great garage set up and for the first few weeks we could train together, and then he went back to work at level 3, so I was stuck by myself again. But the first 4 weeks I didn't mind, and then I just was itching to get back into it, just like the rest of us.
And what's been the sort of reaction from the rest of the team when you did get back? I mean, you've been back into it a week now.
Yeah.
How keen was everyone to see each other?
Everyone was very, very keen. It was a bit bizarre when we first walked in, how the chairs are 3 seats apart. We can't sit next to each other. We couldn't just come in and give each other a hug, and because we hadn't seen each other for 8 or 9 weeks, which is a really long time. But again, just being in each other's company, being able to train with each other, yarn, the banter, that kind of stuff is the stuff you miss the most.
And you've got the Stars first up. It's a interesting match-up given the way things finished last season. I mean, how do you think things are going to shape up there?
Yeah, I feel like it'll be a bit of a feeling out period, that first game. You know, we've had no pre-season games going into this, I suppose, second season of our season, so it'll be a different 12-minute quarters, a chartered flight, so it's a little bit of the unknown, but that first game will be, I can't wait for the first game. It's going to be very interesting to see how it pans out, but our team's looking great. Everyone in lockdown worked so hard, and we haven't lost anything, which is great.
And you've been doing Bronco fitness tests.
Yeah.
How did you go on those?
Yeah, no, not too bad actually, not too bad. So I was happy with how I came back with everybody else. I think a few of the girls got PBs, which is so awesome.
And where do you sit in that Bronco test? Where
do I sit? I think I got, in our team, I think I got 3rd. So I'll take that.
And what, mid-quarter first?
Yeah, 2 mid-quarters first. Yeah, definitely.
Because the Super Rugby players have been doing them. I know the distances are a little bit different. You're up for a clash of the codes? Bronco fitness test?
I was messaging Sarah Hidney over the break, and I was asking her what their Bronco was and how they did it. I gave it a crack, and theirs is too long. No way, I'll have a netball court and changing direction on a court any day of the week, thanks.
And the charter flights, I mean, how much of a factor is that going to be for teams, do you think?
Yeah, I have no idea. It will be interesting. Small planes, especially in and out of Wellington, should be fun. 10 weeks on the road will be tough, but if we get to play and we get to get this competition up and running and hopefully get through the full 3 rounds, then it'll be totally worth it. We're just up for anything. Yeah,
you'll be glad you're not the Steeler at this point.
Oh gosh, I know. I've been on phone calls with them and things and seen. I think the Invercargill crew have to drive to Dunedin to get chartered flights from there, which is tough. We think it's tough going 10 weeks from Wellington, but let alone 10 weeks from Invercargill. Yeah, so people are making a lot of sacrifices and choices to come and get this competition up and running, but this is what we want. We want live sport on TV, people being able to see it, and us being able to still have our jobs and play.
How do you think it's going to be without the crowds? Because, I mean, they have such a big impact for netball, and they're so loud and close. How odd is that going to be? Yeah,
it will be odd. Obviously, never done that before. But who knows if they'll do what the NRL have done and put crowd noises on, see how it goes, and depending on what you might even hear on or off the court. It'll be unusual, but I suppose after the first round or two, it'll probably just become the norm and we'll get on with it.